What is going on, beautiful folks? Today, we're going to be talking about answering the question, will narcissists ever admit to being wrong? Will they ever admit that they are just flat out wrong and tell you the truth? Confess. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a self-aware narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. So pow. That's what's that from? I forgot what movie that's from. Is it Step Brothers? Pow. Now, maybe Step Brothers. Pow. It was Rob Riggle. But yeah, this is a space that so many people fall into. A lot of people ask this question right here: will they ever admit to telling the truth? Lee, how do I get them to admit that they're lying? How do I get them to admit to tell the truth? Lee, will they ever confess to the wrong stuff that they have done? Yeah. First of all, there has to be some type of incentive for them to admit to being wrong. There just has to be, y'all. And this is not me trying to be funny or just smart alecked or smart mouthed or whatever you want to say. There has to be an incentive for them to admit that they're wrong. Because the shame is so deep. The shame runs so deep and so rampant with most narcissists that they will never admit to being wrong because it doesn't benefit them in some way, shape, or form. Right? It really just doesn't. They don't admit to being wrong because it really does get into our heads that if we admit to being wrong, then you have all the power. If I admit to being wrong, to doing wrong or whatever, it means all the power has shifted to you and you are in control of everything. And I don't want you to be in control of everything. I want to be in control of everything. I want to have all the power. I want to have all the control. So it's just like they will rarely ever give up that control. And this is why I come in, y'all. This is one of the most popular sayings and one of the most controversial sayings. One of the most controversial sayings that I've come up with, or that I didn't create the saying, but I say it in the field of narcissism. You don't need a confession from a narcissist. You want one, and I understand it. That's human nature. You want it. You want that confession. That confession will make you feel whole. That confession will validate you. That confession will just make you feel good. You want it. You don't need it. And I say this too, y'all. The police can convict you without a confession. They can. The police can absolutely convict you of a crime and lock your ass up, and you didn't confess. That happens. That can happen too. Like the police can convict you without a confession. This happens to so many people. Like circumstantial evidence matters. If you have enough evidence, you just need to act on it. You don't have to tell them. You don't have to confront them, because sometimes if you confront a narcissist with this evidence, with this proof, they will rage out on you, and some of them will beat your ass. Let's just keep it hot. Let's keep it hot and ready. I know I got to keep it hot and ready like a Little Caesar's pizza as much as I possibly can. Like some of them will rage out and try to put hands on you and start throwing stuff and screaming and yelling and threatening to harm themselves because you found them out. Because you've discovered them, they want to throw a hissy fit. They want to throw a damn temper tantrum because you discovered them. They want to throw a temper tantrum because you figured them out. This is what happens, y'all. I'm just telling you, this happens to so many people. This happens outright to a lot of people. And that's why I just tell people, it's just like, if you've been dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person, this is probably going to be your experience. You're probably going to share this experience where you told them, hey, I got this proof. Confess to me right now. And they be like, I don't give a damn what you got. I ain't confessing to nothing. Prove it. Prove that I've done wrong. Prove, like I say, I don't care. They'll deny your eyes. They'll deny everything that is going on. They'll deny your reality. They'll deny every single thing. They will. They'll deny it all. They'll look at you in your face, tell you that the video evidence is wrong. It's AI. It's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. They will very rarely just confess to whatever is going on, y'all. So that's what I'm saying. You don't actually need a confession from a narcissist in order to heal, in order to move on, in order to be able to move forward. You really, really do not need one. Because as a narcissist, I will rarely ever, right now, because I've been in therapy for 7 years, I can admit to it. Right, I can admit to what I'm doing wrong because I understand it's more powerful. It's more powerful for me as a self-aware narcissist to admit to being wrong and to be able to take my power back and to share that with everybody. But before I was diagnosed, hell no, like you can have all the proof, you can have all the pudding, you can have all the whatever, and I still would not admit to it because that means transitioning the power to you. So very rarely would I ever admit to being wrong. Like they might give you, I call it drip truth and drip honesty. They might give you little bits and pieces of truth and honesty. They might do that type of stuff right there, but very rarely are they just going to come out and just admit to being completely wrong or admit that you were right or admit to being caught or whatever. Very rarely will they ever do that because what's the benefit in it for them? It all benefits you. Whenever you've seen a narcissist be selfless, y'all. You know, when have you seen a selfless narcissist? When have you seen them do something that didn't benefit them directly? When have you seen that happen? When have you seen a narcissist that did something to you, that did something for you, that didn't benefit you that didn't benefit themselves directly? That's the type of mindset and mentality you have to fall into because most narcissistic people are not going to do things that benefit other people. Oh my goodness. They're not going to do things that benefit other people directly. They're going to do things that benefit themselves directly. They're always going to pick them. They're always going to choose them. The choice is always going to be me. It's a me first attitude. It's a me first satisfaction. It's a me first. That's the me first. I need me. I need my satisfaction. I need my needs met. I need my heart. I need my heart. I need my soul. I need mine. Mine. So how does admitting that they're wrong benefit them? Well, I just need a confession. I need them to say this. I need them to say that. You have to give them a benefit. There has to be some type of benefit in it for them. How does this benefit me? How does me giving you the power in this situation benefit me at all? How? I'm asking y'all directly. Because this is the question you have to ask yourself before that narcissistic person is going to convey anything to you. They might tell you to shut the hell up, even with proof, even with evidence. They might say this, they might say that. They might do all of this type of stuff just to mess with you. This is the type of mindset and mentality that you probably have to compete with, that you have to deal with. So this is something that you have to ask yourself right here, y'all. Like, I know you want a confession. I know you want the satisfaction. I know you want, because some people think that them admitting to you that they were wrong means that they care, means it validates you. Why, y'all? I'm not saying that they don't care. I'm just saying, why would they want to validate you in this way? They have to be able to admit that they were wrong and then also take, like this, y'all. This is not admitting I'm wrong. Well, I did this, but what about what you did? Because sometimes they will admit that they were wrong, but in the same breath blame you for it, or also compare something that you've done in the past as well. You see what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff that happens. It really does. It's the space that so many people fall into. Like you have to get out of that mindset because I'm just telling you, they're going to blame you. Yeah, I cheated on you. So what? What about what you did? What about when you turned me down the other day? What about when you didn't text me back in 7 seconds? They're going to find a way to put the blame onto you why they're treating you a certain type of way. This is what they're going to do to you. So this is the type of space that you have to understand and be prepared to fall into, possibly with this person, with this narcissistic person, with this toxic person. They're going to try to drag you into this circle. They're going to try to drag you into this space. This is what they're going to try to do. So they might admit that they were wrong a little bit, but for the most part, they're going to put it onto you because it benefits them to put it onto you. It just does, y'all. And this is not me trying to sound like a broken record, but they're going to put it onto you because it allows them to escape accountability. It allows them to escape that space. It allows them to have so much going on at the same time. It just does. Yeah, it really, really does. So you have to, empower yourself. You have to do this type of stuff right here because it helps you out. It really does. Don't give them the power of withhold. Like I said, I need them to confess. You want them to confess. You want them to admit that they were wrong. You don't need them to, unless you need it for court or something like that. But then I say, if you need it for court, you need it for something else other than your your personal well-being, your personal mindset or whatever. Like, you have to convince them. It's in their own best interest to tell you this. Hey, it'd be better for you if you had just admitted to being wrong, because, like, you know, other people are going to find out, you're going to be exposed and blah, blah, blah. Don't threaten them, because you threaten them, they get snapped. They can try to put hands on you. They can try to harm you. They can try to do the most damage in the world to you. This is the mindset. This is the mentality of an abusive, narcissistic person. This is how my mind works the same way. A lot of our minds work. It really does. So this is the space that we fall into. So I want everybody to be as strong as you possibly can. I want everybody to combat it. I want everybody to just move forward and allow yourself that healing space and that healing grace. But this is the space that so many people fall into, y'all. I promise you. Like, you don't need a confession, and very rarely will they ever admit to being wrong unless they can benefit from their wrongness. I'm afraid to tell you the truth because you're going to leave me. If I tell you the truth, you promise to talk to me. You promise not to walk out the door if I tell you the truth. You see, even that right there, that situation benefits them. They promise to tell you the truth, but you have to give them something in return. It's like negotiating, y'all. You don't negotiate with emotional terrorists. You see what I'm saying? We don't negotiate with an emotional terrorist. They will hold your emotions hostage. They just will. This is the space that so many people fall into, y'all. I'm just telling you, you have to protect your peace. You have to protect yourself. And make sure, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And as always, y'all, this is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you in the next video. Peace.